Hello viewers, MikeMoneyGMR here, and I'm here with another Let's Show Off. Um, it ends up being more Wild Arms, but as you can tell already, this is post commentary because my other commentary just like totally like died on me. I don't know why, but this was to show that I did get the problem fixed that we had before, where the game would not load. I mean, it still has some issues here and there, but for the most part, it does load and continue loading without any issues after it gets past the starting screen here. So, anyway, I guess while I'm here giving, this post commentary, I can give you a little bit of a reason, I can give you more of an excuse as to why I haven't been making any videos lately. Um, there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. Like, I had a bunch of things I had to take care of, and stuff like that. And so I just haven't been able to do anything video-wise in a long time. Not to mention with making post commentary, I have to wait till nobody's home and everybody's been here. So, it's kind of hard to do that whenever everybody's not here. Anyway, however, I was talking about how I now have a second save file, because I was testing out the game to see if it would load before I, fixed the problem. And it did, but it would take a good solid, I would say 8 minutes or so. Something it felt like forever before it would finally load up again. And I think I explained the problem. I don't know if I explained it again in the next episode, but the problem is the middle holder for the disc is cracked. It's not as much anymore, but it was cracked when I sent it in to get it repaired. Well, I was there with them when they did it. And the person looked at it and they're like, did you know about this? And I'm like, no, not really. I knew about the, problems, like the scratches and all that on the disc. At least I thought was scratches on the disc, and that's the only thing I knew about. And they're like, well, you're right there. They did have some scratches on it, but now there's this big crack in the middle. I mean, it should still play, but chances are that's gonna break sometime, and you won't be able to play the game ever again. And so I decided to just keep playing, just test it out and see what's gonna happen. I'm not sure why I was just standing here. I don't remember the commentary at this point. My cats are hissing at each other, which is stupid. I think I was just kind of explaining everything like I just did to you just now about what would happen when the game plays. Like, it would play just fine in this town. Like, you'd go in and out of buildings, it would still load just fine. You could, talk to everybody. It wouldn't cause any problems. It was just right after you left the town that it would start causing problems. So basically what I did is I just kind of explained all that, talked about anything you can do if you do have the same problem and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess I can talk more about what's going on. So I've just been really, I guess for the lack of a better word, depressed lately, and I think it's mainly because I just haven't been able to accomplish a whole lot lately. Like, my whole family has been busy lately, and I've been keeping busy with them, and so it's been keeping me from my videos for a long time. And I found myself being like, oh god, I really want to just do some videos, and I also really need to do something else important too, and I haven't been able to do either one of them, and so it's been really bothering me. But yeah, there's things in life that bother you. Anyway, at this point we decided to leave the town, finally. And as you can see, it takes a moment here to load, I would say maybe a minute. I don't know, depends. Then we get the tutorial that we would usually get, the search system, 6 undiscovered towns, caves and so forth, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to read that. I think I did go ahead and read it though, and when I was playing, but I don't really care to read it now. But yeah, you kind of get the idea of what it does. In this game, everything that you find in the game has to be found before you can actually go inside of it. Like, you know, towns and stuff, they have to be discovered. I mean, sure, you know where they are, like, you can be told where they are and stuff, but they won't actually appear until you use the search system, or if you want to call it the radar system. And you can also find hidden items this way too, but one thing I talked about was I think there was some people that claim that there's glitches that can happen with hidden items, where like after you find one, like the game will freeze up or something like that. I forget what the real one was. There was another one too that said something about a glitch of it happening, but I already forgot what it was. But yeah, eventually after I get off this screen, I run around and show you a little bit of the battle system before moving on to the place we're supposed to go to show you that even that doesn't get tripped up either. I've run out of things to say. I won't admit. Because, like, basically, whenever it's just sitting here, there we go. We got the where it tells us where Tony went. I kind of wish I did remember everything I talked about, but it's been so long since I did the episode that I really don't. I do love this effect here, though. How to show you where you are on the map, it just puts an arrow above you. You gotta love this battle music too. Now, in most cases when you're out and about, you're gonna run into these enemies first, which are hilarious because usually they won't even attack because they're telling each other to, attack. So they won't even do anything. It takes one shot to kill them. Now, of course, you'd have it special, which I don't know if I showed up here or not, which would be kind of pointless if I did. You also have an unlimited amount of bullets too, which I think I've explained this already. You have to use the defend command to refill it. And no matter what, as long as you have vitality, you will recover your health. So that's another awesome thing. Now the game guide says that if you run out of vitality, you get a game over. I think I've already explained this before, but I have to explain it again because it's just funny to me. Because according to what I remember about this game through someone's Let's Play, is that even if your vitality runs out, all it does is keep you from healing. So anyway, we got Campbell Hill. He's like, did the village chief speak with you? If he has, then you already know. Still can't believe it. I hope Tony is alright. Turn my back for 1 second. Under our law, all who live in Sir Village are prohibited from going into this cave. By the way, if he did have a voice, I'm sorry, I'm messing it up. Oh well. I got it. You're not from our village, right? Therefore, you're not bound by our law. Will you risk your life and go into the cave? Please find Tony and bring him back to me. I love how he says risk your life. And then I joke as always about putting much too dangerous. He's like, thank you, I'm forever in your debt. This is advance payment of your reward. Please take it. Of course it's not money. These weird lucky cards. Migrant seal. Anyway, the migrant seal allows you to cancel out encounters. For the most part, the guide I read said not to use it. Unless you are just really high enough level that you don't need to fight. Which at the start in here, I go ahead and do a lot of the battles anyway, because I just know that I would use way too much of my encounter gauge if I didn't. So yeah. Anyway, this place I got lost in at first, which was kind of funny. I mean, I got lost in it a lot. So I actually had to look up a guide for the place because I just couldn't figure out where to go. But interesting thing is, I do cancel out a few of these battles as you saw there, and you know, I now have one missing thing, but I just did that to kind of show it off. And I show you if you fall off what happens. You get sent back to the, you know, start here. You don't take any damage or anything, you just, you know, get sent back. But if you do that when there's an enemy encounter, you can avoid the enemy encounter because it doesn't count as a encounter anymore. It's like a cheap way, I guess, in a way, to keep yourself from, you know, using an encounter shot. Just know that you're going to end up being sent back, so it's up to you if you want to do that or not. Excuse me. Of course, that was a critical hit, so that was awesome right there. And I woke up not too long ago, so that's why my throat sounds so bad, if you're wondering. But I had to take care of this now, because I knew if I didn't, I would not be able to get another opportunity for a while. Now, as you saw there, I had to use the encounter gauge because I couldn't use my bomb until the encounter went away. Note to the self, you know, note to the wise, if you do in fact use a bomb and then get into an encounter, the bomb will not explode until you've done the encounter, and even then it disappears. So, yeah. Now this is the only known way to recover your vitality in the game. These are the orange gems. According to many of the guides I read, this is the only way. They don't have an item. They were supposed to have an item in the game that did it, but I think they last minute just decided not to do it. So I show you how much vitality we have, just to make sure that we fully filled it up. Most chances, most likely, if you suck at this game, you're not going to be able to fill it all the way to 100% at this point. Oh yeah, there's another button that you can press. It's like the caution button that causes you to slow down. It's like it's a circle button that makes you cancel battles. If you want to take this guy out one move, you can use a special attack. I think I showed that off. At least I think he goes down in one shot with a special shot. Unless you miss. Anyway, though, I guess I should explain that. Your special attack with Rudy here, unless you use his force level, his force attack first before using that move, you're probably gonna miss most of the time because that attack has a pretty low attack, hit rate, among other things. My brother's cat's here too, and he's upstairs meowing because no one's paying attention to him. It's kind of funny. I'm not sure what I'm doing here because I think I forgot something, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, when walking up, I showed this off too. I think I skipped it because I was like, I can explain it a lot easier. But yeah, if you jump off of things like that, you have to hold the dash button while running towards it, or just otherwise just move up to the edge until when he starts falling like that, hit X and you'll jump off. As long as you jump off a cliff like that or something, you will not get into an encounter either because you escaped him, you know. Apparently reading signs also works. Now those are encounter orbs down there that will refill your encounter gauge. You could have just jumped off if you wanted to. I just went ahead and canceled that encounter because I got stuck on that rock and I got pissed about it. So I was like, oh well. Then I got into another one right afterwards. That's that guy's very powerful attack right there. You gotta watch out for that. that worked. And since we got a level, we got all our stuff refilled. That was pretty awesome right there. I think you want to be, I forget what level I am now. I think I'm level 6, I think is what it said. I don't remember. But that's what you want to be, is level 6, I think, if you're not already. Mysterious Cloudy Gem, pick up white gems, restore your encounter gauge. Alright, blow up that up, you get a small flower. I forget what the small flower's for, but you know. And I love this part so much. I figured this out after a while, but this ladder can be knocked down, but you have to do it from the other side. I thought you had to blow it up with a bomb, and so I got stuck here for a while trying to figure that out. But apparently there's a sign somewhere that tells you what to do, and I never found it. Oh yeah, we got our demo coins here. You can use it to save data, or also retry a battle if you fail it. The problem is, most of the time you're going to be using them for saving, because the retrying of the battle you should not have to do, especially if you've lost really badly. You know, then chances are you probably weren't ready for it. You know, so there's that. This part right here, though, kind of confused me. It says, without losing stats. I don't know if it means, like, you know, if you've been playing for a long time and you didn't save, you could use it to restart the battle and hopefully win this time so that you don't lose your level ups and all that. I don't know, that's pretty much what I'm guessing from that. In a way, I was actually trying to avoid those vitality orbs. Now, this screen here is kind of confusing. You got this screen where it's like really dark, but you can walk along this path, and as you do, it gets brighter. But you have to kind of follow this path over there as well. I get stuck here for a second. Like, there is an actual small cave there that I could have gone through, but it wouldn't let me, so I was having too much trouble with it. But there's another path you have to take too, and you have to drop a bomb at some point so you can blow something out of your way. And at this time I didn't know you could change the camera, so I wasn't doing it. I think it's the R1 and L1 buttons to do it. But I don't think I figured that out until like the end of this area, so it's kind of funny. Now, lock on and attack is kind of silly. I mean, sure, it makes the attack a little bit stronger, but it's better to just go ahead and use lock on with your special attack. So, yeah. Yeah, here I'm about to fall off the edge. Yep, see, like that, because I was trying to figure out where to go. I think I go back, don't I? Yeah, I do. So this is how I get lost, is I decide to go back because I think I'm not going the right way. When it turns out I am, I just couldn't see. But yeah, we are getting pretty close to the end here. I mean, there's still a little bit left to go, but I just like to tell myself now so I don't, end up, talking over something, like ranting or something, and end up running out of time. So then I can't continue the rant in the next episode. Basically, as you can tell, all I did from this point is just got into a few battles and got lost. And so, yeah, level 4 actually. Okay, I was way off. Yeah, level 5 or 6 is what you want to get to before you end up, you get to the end of this area. Because if you don't, the boss can be pretty difficult. Yeah, and here's me coming down here to try to knock down this ladder, because I know that's something you have to do. You can't do it from this side, so... Yeah, normally you would just dash into it, but since you're not on, since you're on this side, you can't. and you can't get to the other side from here. So eventually I figured that out, and I'm like, okay, so I need to figure out a way to, you know, get over there. And I'm like, how do I get over to that place over there? And then I realized, well, you can't unless you go through that one cave area that I was at. So I do eventually figure that out. It just takes a while. It's funny how little they have to turn here. It's like, you know, they attack you, but they don't really do all that much damage. Gator, shut up! She's so funny. She's just like, even if she's like above Blanks, you know, like on the couch or something, she'll still hiss at her when she walks by. But yeah, I think this is me sitting here deciding on what to do, and I don't know what I was even talking about at the point. But eventually I was going to start telling you that I'm going to try to figure out where to go off screen. You know? So I just sat here thinking about it for a little bit. And so basically what I'm going to tell you is that the next series of episodes that there are going to be for this, all of them are going to be with, you know, quote-unquote live commentary, so you don't have to worry about that then. So you should be excited for that, because you get to hear me being more excited about playing the game instead of being all like just woken up and all that. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this done though, because I've really been needing a, you know, reason to get this up. So this is the best thing for me right now. But yeah, this was fun to do, I guess, because, you know, it's always fun to do post commentary. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the ending here. I will see you guys in the next episode that I do. And so I don't even remember what it's going to be now, so look forward to whatever it is. Till then, everyone.